common finds that I find, like jewelry, some gold rings, lots of canslaw, pennies, some bottle caps, some twist tops, a variety of pull tabs and beaver tails, lots of jewelry, a little bit of silver there. And let's start with the simplex here. You know, I have the simplex in 3-tone mode here. I have the sensitivity down a little bit. And this is the active coil that it's hooked up to right now. Okay, let's start with the pennies. About 40% of my targets that I recover are pennies. Okay, it's a high tone. I have it in 3-tone, so you got 3 tones, low, medium, and high. And then let's show you the second most common find that I find, ring pulls and pull tabs. Let's start with the ring pulls first. So I have 2 pull tabs right here, okay? Let's start with this one right here, okay? $25, okay? Let's go with this other ring pull or pull tab. So these 2 pull tabs read up 20 numbers different, okay? Pull tabs read up a very wide range. So that's why I dig all the midtones, because you never know what you're gonna get. I'll show you that in a minute. This is a ring pull. Most of them read up in the 30s. You know, this one reads really high because it's very large. Most of them read about 38 to 40. Okay, that's a fully intact one. Okay, here's another fully intact one. It's kind of bent. About 38 is what they average at. Here's a little bit smaller one here. Smaller one there. Okay, so let's do that pull tab again here. Let's do that pull tab again here. Okay. Listen to the sound. I mainly listen to the sound, okay? I have 2 reasons or 2 indicators, 2 factors that I really consider before I dig a target. The first one is like 90%, the tone. The tone is pretty much everything, okay? Listen to that tone, and just look at the numbers there, okay? Okay, let me show you this gold ring right here, okay? I just got this a couple weeks ago. Reads up exactly the same. So if you're in an area that has a lot of pull tabs, you have a huge chance of getting a gold ring. So I have a bunch of gold rings here. Let's start with the gold rings, okay? Actually, let's start with some canslaw here. Canslaw reads up pretty clean. It's like a low tone. So this ring, this gold ring, white gold ring, reads up a solid 19. Okay, this 14, all these are 14 karat gold rings. This 14 karat gold ring, really small one, reads up just a little teeny bit lower, okay? Okay, let's go with a little bit larger gold ring here. Probably weighs about a gram or so. About 1.5 grams. So reads up almost the same as that smaller ring there. See the smaller ring here? Just 1 number off, you know? So let's get a little bit bigger gold ring. This one weighs about 1 3/4 grams. 14 karat gold ring. 45. Okay. Let's get a little bit larger one here. A little bit larger gold ring here. Whoa, that one reads up lower. It's a bigger gold ring. It's a bigger gold ring there. And it reads up lower. Same carat. You just never know what gold rings. Gold can read 0.5 to 70. Okay, I'll show you here in a minute. Okay. It's a honker. Weighs about 8 grams. 70. Okay. Let me show you this one right here. Okay, that gold ring Reads up the same as a nickel. So don't notch your nickels out. Don't notch your pull tabs out. Don't notch your pennies out, because pennies read up lower when they're in the ground sometimes. Okay? That one sounds just like that ring right there. See that big ring? Sounds just like it. Okay? Now let's go with the jewelry here. Okay? Another little ring right here. Another little pin right here. Little Marconi Veterans. Okay, reads up just like a penny. Do a little bracelet here. Okay. Here's a little pin. This one reads up really, you get a really choppy tone with this because it's long. You get a high tone one way and then a low tone the other way. Okay. That's another ring right there. It's all busted up. A couple little jewels on it. See that right there? There's a big cross here. Kind of heavy. Reads up really low. Reads up really low. I was really surprised by that one. Here's another little joy pendant. Joy pin. Okay. Let's go with a partial pull tab. Just a little bit of a pull tab. So it reads up higher than a full pull tab. Okay. This one reads up higher than this partial one. Okay. Than this full one. Okay. That's just absurd. Here's a broken ring right here. It's not even hitting it. But in my defense, I did find this with the top on it. I just can't find the top. I must have thrown it away or something. A little gold ring there. It's broken, but it just barely hits it. So I did have another little gold ring here somewhere. I don't know where it went to. Oh, it's right here. This is a little gold ring, a white gold ring that Jim found a few weeks back. Okay. It's not even hitting it. Let me go down really close to it. I don't know how he found that ring, but man, Jim finds the smallest little rings, but he digs up a lot of this stuff right here. Sounds exactly the same, right? He digs up a lot of foil. Now let me show you this big little bit of cancel out here. Sounds just like a zinc penny right there. Okay. Let me show you a bottle cap here. Actually, let me show you some rings here. I got a bunch of rings here. Okay. I'll just show you an assortment of rings. Okay. Small little ring with a bunch of jewels on it. This one I found a couple weeks ago. I think this was my 18th ring. The jewel fell out of it. Here's another little ring here. Here's another little ring here. A little junker ring. That one's a high tone there. So there's a really very, very old ring. Extremely fragile. Here's another little ring that has little bells on it. I found it actually in a bag. It was a live dig in one of my videos. It was, I think it was like in January or something. It was in the middle of the winter. So this was inside of a bag. See the numbers on it? Okay, let me show you a little pendant that I found the other couple weeks ago after college. Reads up really high, man. It's very heavy. I think it's gold. It reads up really high for gold, but it's super heavy. So let me show you another pendant I found in front of my curb strip. My next door neighbor's house. Silver pendant right there. Call a Catholic, I'm a priest, or call a priest, I'm a Catholic. And this ring I got on my next door neighbor's curb strip too. silver is just amazing on this machine. So let me show you something with the Simplex here. There's a reason why I get a lot of silver with this machine, okay? I'm 4 inches away from that coil right there. This Simplex is absolutely amazing. It just has blown my mind away how much silver I can pull up. It's just so evident. I mean, you even get close to that coil there. You get a very good audio response from it. Here's another mercury dime right here, okay? Look how far away from the coil I am. Okay, this is what I've been talking about. The Simplex is just absolutely amazing. Here's a little earring here, okay? Here's a really old pendant I found in the dump at the Oregon State Fairgrounds. Very, very old and fragile. It's just awesome, man. Here's a little bit of jewelry here, a little bit of bling. I'm just trying to show you. Here's a little earring. Here's another little, that geode pendant that I found in the curb strip. Here's that necklace I found just the other week. Just a few days ago. Just last week. Okay, silver necklace. There's a little bit of foil or cancel off. They read up the same, man. You gotta dig the trash out, man. I'm telling you. Most of this stuff is midtones. Most of this stuff is midtones. Let me show you something else here. Another common thing that you'll find when you're detecting. If you're just starting out, you know, you dig a lot of these twist tops. You hear that? Here's a silver quarter right here. See the numbers? Pretty darn close, man. I love this machine, man. Here's a really great find of mine. Look at that thing. Oh, I have a lot of this kind of stuff. I find a lot of it. See, look at it reads up at. I would consider that a mid-tone, okay? Even though it's a high tone, I would consider those as mid numbers. Okay, here's a little friendship pendant. I find a lot of these, actually. A little broken heart friendship, best friends pendant. Okay, here's another little bit of silver here. Right there, that little cat. I had that in Clad Park. I got that in Clad Park. Reads up really high. It's really super thin, but it reads up high. So here's a watch right here, okay? If I get it just at the right angle, it doesn't even respond to it. So I'm listening to the audio tones of it, right? Here's some bottle caps. That was a twist top. This is a bottle cap here. Sounds just like a penny. Sounds just like a penny. Here's another twist top here. Here's another bottle cap here. So the bottle caps sound really good. You just gotta dig them up, man. You gotta dig them up. And here's the most valuable item. I just found this last week. I got a bunch of wheat pennies and a silver nickel in the same hole as this right here. This is worth about $400 to $600 once I clean it up, and it's in really good condition. It's still dirty, I just haven't cleaned it up yet. Just a Marlin Guns toy ring. But, you know, this cancel, you gotta dig up the cancel, man. You hear that? Here's that gold ring. Sounds exactly the same. So I go by audio tones, man. because you just never know what you're going to be getting. But my favorite finds is right here. Actually, this right here. Let me show you this one. It's a little jack, you know. They're really hard to find, man. I'm about 1 inch above the coil right now. Okay. When I do find these, I think they're some of my best finds because they're so hard to find. It's very hard to get an audio response from the detector. I'm almost on top of that coil right there. Okay. Barely hits it. But let me show you my favorite finds right here. This kind of stuff. This is what I'm after, man. Just jumps all over the place. But I like that. There's a reason why I dig all the midtones, man, because most of this jewelry here is midtones, man. It's all about the midtones.